Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome back to another Transformers review. For this one, I thought I'd do a figure I actually picked up quite a while ago now. I can't remember, probably about a year ago now. This is obviously a KO Duocon Flywheels. It's obviously not the most bestest figure in the world when it was an official figure back in Generation 1, for obvious reasons really. This was probably the most gimmicky thing they could have come up with at the particular time. This is when they started, like I say, they started trying out all different kind of gimmicks. I think, to be honest, I can't really remember actually. My memory does elude me at the moment. If it was around sort of like the time of the Headmasters, or it probably came just after it, to be honest. Obviously around the time of the Firecons, everything just had a gimmick. This gimmick was, of course, that it was two vehicles that combine into form one robot, which, in a way, is actually pretty cool, and I'm surprised that no one's really done anything like it since. I mean, they've done the odd one. Is it like those Minicon ones in the Generations line about a year or two ago? But nothing really sort of like hardcore. I mean, it's a good idea, but just a shame that these are so badly flawed. Now then, again, being KOs, they do come in these strange colours, which I do like, and which is why I've made them my Generation 2 flywheels, because I love this neon green. I think this just screams Generation 2 for me, and I just love it. The blue colour, like I say, it's not as neon as this blue, but I'd really like it. What I was thinking was, if I could ever find maybe some camo sort of stickers or something like that, if anyone does any camo sort of stickers, because I'm not really into painting them up myself like that. I'd love to stick them all over this, because I think that'd be really, really cool. Yeah, or even just maybe sort of like highlight some of the inner workings of those treads there. That'd be pretty cool. But as it is, it's okay. It's just a shame about the actual figure. Right, so obviously you got this bottom half. This is a tank. It's not a bad looking little tank. I do like the little tower that goes up and down. We've got the weapon, which you can either put on the tank there, or you can put it on the jet. Actually, no, you can't. You used to be able to on the Generation 1, but on this KO, they've taken that out, which is bit annoying. So there we go. So your bit is flummox, and you've got to leave it there. Yeah, there's not really much to say about these. I mean, the jet mode is a bit, I mean, it's all right. I remember when I was a child, I loved this jet. I thought it was pretty cool. It's got a lot of detailing. It just doesn't do a lot. It's just, at the end of the day, a bit of plastic. It's got no articulation or removable weapons or bits other than the aforementioned gun, which now you can't actually stick on, but I do like the little guns. And as a toy, it's not the worst one in the world, if you want my opinion. Yeah, you know. Right, so let's get on to the actual gimmick. Now then, for this KO, they have actually taken out the spring-loaded mechanism that obviously when you put these two together, you do that. The spring would then launch up and it would automatically transform, which was okay as a gimmick. It just really ruined the actual robot mode for me. I think when I bought this was like $6.99 in the shops, so you know it wasn't the most expensive figure out there for this gimmick. So there we go. Anyway, so now what you've got to do it manually really. You can either do it now like I've just done, or just transform them manually in each of their modes. So anyway, so it's sort of basically just straightening out that back section. Take this gun off actually first, and then we're just going to rotate that little gun down, rotate his arms out a tiny bit. Then we're going to come around to here. Again, this would have been spring-loaded, so you'd have pushed on this bit where the Generation 2 Decepticon logo is. That would have sprung down. So now you're just going to do it manually. Now, they're all stiff joints, so luckily, so when you transform it, it's actually pretty cool. The gun does kind of fit in his hand. It feels a little loose, but it does stay in there, which is pretty damn okay. And so then we have Flywheels in his robot mode. In the comics, they did portray Flywheels as a triple changer, probably just to get around. They could not be bothered to try and think up a way of what would happen to his alt mode, especially for the story he was in. Yeah, so anyway, so like I said, the robot mode is compromised because of the gimmick. You're only going to get articulation in those arms out to the side. I mean, it's alright because it looks like he's got like a arm-mounted gun there. But other than that, that is it. And there's no articulation in the legs. He does end up with these clown sort of feet things, which, you know, is a bit strange looking, if I want my opinion. But as a cheap sort of toy at the time to add to my small Transformers collection when I was a child, it was cheap and it did the job. I had a lot of fun with it, so there you go. You just use your imagination back then, didn't you? Because obviously you had no thing. I just turned him like that to shoot people. Yeah, it's just a shame really they couldn't have done a little bit more. You know, still there we go. Right, there isn't that much more to talk about this figure. Really, I've probably gone on more than I actually thought I would. Probably thought this review would only last about a minute or two, but I've managed to eke it out for what, about 6 minutes now. Right, anyway, this has been Graham the Collector 75. That's been a KO Flywheels, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.